We'll get started. We'll take a look at the textbook. So I'll open the Precalculus digital textbook, which is here. I'll go to the very beginning. It'll be easier if we have this downloaded. Again, from OpenStax, and this is Precalculus. We are working in sequential order, so we can take a look at Unit 1.1, Functions and Function Notation. This is something we should go through and make sure that we remember this and are familiar with this, and if there's anything new or interesting. And a topic I'd like to cover for today is what is a function? So I'll write that down here, get the notes going. What is a function? Okay. Well, this word is defined within the realm of mathematics. Realm of math. As being defined in this way. Let's say I have these two ovals and we're going to call these sets. And in one I have A, B, and C. And in the other I have 1, 2, and 3. Now, a function goes like this. This is possible. Even this is possible. And this would be a function. Not a function. Using our set picture, again, we'll use A, B, and C with 1, 2, and 3. So these two sets, in the future, and what we've seen is that one set will be X and the other set is Y. If I put in A, I get out, etc. Okay. What is not a function? For instance, A goes to 1 and A goes to 2. And maybe even this. Not a function. Okay. We could also consider input and output. And so what is not a function is with one input I have two outputs. Really anything more than one. As long as I have an input and one output, that's fine. Even two different inputs can go to the same output. Let's see this in terms of graphing a little bit. We see at this level, we have a certain y value, and we could call that a positive 1. And we see that that occurs at two places on this parabola. And those two places in this case could be A and B, which themselves stand for a number. What is not a function would look more like this. That for a particular input, I can have two different outputs. And so sometimes we informally call this the vertical line test. if you have a graph, you can imagine for yourselves starting with a vertical line, and we read from left to right here. So might as well think about this from left to right, though you can do it from right to left. Either one, you're scanning and you're making sure that for any moment along this graph, you're only crossing that graph once. This is a vertical line test. It's, however, informal. It's not rigorous mathematical argument. So keep that in mind. We see that we hit our sideways parabola here twice, and that makes this not a function. Instead, it is a relation. Another relation that we often see is the circle. And the circle is defined by x squared plus y squared is equal to some radius squared. All right, we're going to say that's good for today, and we'll see you next time.